I'm directing this, and I say do it my way.
Okay, man. No problemi.
Hello, players. We're in a bit of a hurry, so tell me right away, how many of you do we have today? One player. Fantastic. Fine line between being a game show and a babysitter. Oh, so you guys want the cute little 7-question game or the big, ugly, stomping 21-question game? Thank you very much. Okay, when you know an answer, buzz in. If you don't, don't. But if you buzz, you only got a few seconds to pick one of the choices or you're going to lose cash, okay? All right. Take a gander at this. These are going to be your buzzers. Then you make your answer choice using one of these buttons here. Got it? Good.
10 seconds. Let's go to 9. Play. Okay.
All right, graphics are good
7,
to go. Bring in the logo.
6, 5, 4, 3.
My Little Doppelganger. Also available, My Little Split Personality and My Little Addiction.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Hey there, my name's Cookie. You have any questions at all, please feel free to keep them to yourself. Anyway, this is it, just you? Well, I get paid no matter what. Okay, let's do it. Category, please. Say hello to, sorry, I can't bathe today. I've got a date. Looks like this one's going for $1,000. Okay, listen up. Let's say you've decided to take a new approach to personal hygiene. Say you reserve the first Tuesday following the first Monday of each month for your monthly bath. If it's November, for what might you forgo bathing? Columbus Day, the general election, NBA opening day, or Thanksgiving? The first Tuesday after a Monday in November is Election Day. And for my sake, I suggest you vote by mail. Okay, I need a category. Open wide and get ready for bummer. And we got $3,000 in the pot. Put it in gear, 'cause here we go. Geographically speaking, if you are down in the dumps in the doldrums, where are you? Lying in a scrap heap in the Mojave Desert, shivering in a landfill in Siberia, floating in a trash can near the equator, or scattered in the refuse along an alpine trail? Let's take a look at the right answer. The doldrums is an area of calm winds near the equator. I went on a South American cruise once. Now, that was like floating in a garbage can near the equator. The food was okay, though. I need a category. One, two, praise the Almighty, 3. Pucker up for. It's a dog. It's a game for old people. Wait, it's both. I'm giving out $3,000 for a right answer. Remember that song about the farmer and his dog? Well, let's change the subject of the song and you tell me the next lyric. Okay, I haven't done this in a while. There was a nationalist who was really arrogant. What is the best choice for the next lyric? And Dingo was his name-o, and Jingo was his name-o, and Stingo was his name-o, or and Frango was his name-o. Gosh darn it, I was really rooting for you. And loser is your name-o. A jingo is one who practices jingoism, which is a really arrogant form of nationalism or patriotism. And Jingo was my favorite Beatle, too. All right, hit me. Okay, give it up for a woman of all seasonings. This one can net you $1,000. Let's see if you can wrap your head around this. Suppose Mrs. Dash went on a crash diet. Because it's an even smaller amount than a dash, which of the following might you want to be called? Mrs. Scant Teaspoon, Mrs. Pony, Mrs. Jigger, or Mrs. Pinch? That's wrong, but a really bad guess. Hey, got a minute? Take a look at a right answer. A pinch is about 1/16 of a teaspoon. A dash is just a little bit more. No matter how little she eats, I still say she's got too much salt in her diet. Okay, pick a category.
Let's blow this time and head for number 5.
Now serving, I have Le Munchies. How does $2,000 sound? Who's got the munchies? If you had to hunt for a bag of Ruffles in the same way the French hunt for truffles, what would you need? A radar-equipped aircraft, a sonar-equipped boat, a specially trained dog or pig, or a metal detector? A metal detector? Not unless you're looking for the special radioactive Ruffles that come in lead packaging. Should have picked this. Truffles are an underground fungus often considered a delicacy and found with the aid of truffle-sniffing dogs or pigs. So if you get one of them police-trained dogs, they can lead you to the drugs and to the munchies. Category, please. The selection is My Horse-Headed Dad, of course. You get this one right, and it's $3,000. Heads up, here it comes. Which of the following might appear on a Father's Day card given to Mr. Ed? Your loving signet, Wilbur Jr. To the best dad a burro ever had, Eddie. Love ya, Pop. Your mule, Edward. Or love on this special day, your hinny, Ted. A mule is the offspring of a male donkey and a female horse. Clearly, you're thinking of the short-lived Mrs. Ed. Here's what you should have picked. A hinny is the offspring of a stallion father and a donkey mother. Yeah, Mr. Ed may be able to talk and read cards, but let's see him put on his new Father's Day tie. Okay, I need a category.
Lucky 7.
Shake hands with Drinking 9 to 5. And you're playing for $3,000 cash money. Let's see how you handle this one. Because its product is least likely to give you a hangover, which company could you drink on the job and not worry about missing work the next day? A vodka importer, a champagne bottler, a whiskey distributor, or a red wine grower? Vodka has the least amount of congeners in it, so drink for drink, vodka is the least likely to give you a hangover. So if you work for an importer of vodka, drink up, but I wouldn't let the boss see those crates of tonic water you have under your desk. I need a category.
We'll call it a date if you can answer question 8.
This one likes to go by, I learned to give hickeys from Pez. $2,000 for a correct answer. Flex those fingers, 'cause here it comes. Which of these has never been a flavor for Pez? Chlorophyll, eucalyptus, menthol, or tobacco? See, now, I could have given you some cash if you pick this. Tobacco has never been a flavor for Pez. Thank God. I mean, aren't those cute little Pez dispensers addictive enough? All right, hit me.
Aloha, question number 9.
This little number's known as, hey, what's that bulge? $2,000 says you don't know this one. Hope you brought your suit. It's time to get wet. If someone asks you, is that a pistol in your pocket or are you just happy to see me? What would be your best response? Yes, I've got a big flower in my pants. Oh, you noticed my huge pork intestine. I'm very happy you like my large firearm. Or, why are you looking at my brainstem? A pistol is part of the reproductive organs of a flower. And if the pants are tight enough, you can tell if it's a perennial or not. Okay, pick a category. Oh yeah, baby, it's the moment you've always dreamt of. It's time for a three-way. Okay, this is simple, but hear me out anyway. You're gonna see a three-way like this one. Buzz in when the correct three-way member is lit up and you score. Woohoo! But look out, it'll cost you $1,000 every time you're wrong. Okay, party time. Let's just say this one's known as, you win some, you Hanson. Your three-way involves those delightful Hanson lads, Isaac, Taylor, and Zach. Time to bust a move. Good luck. Okay, the party's over. Time to collect the empties and count our money. Well, the word average comes to mind. Let's check out how your overall score looks. Okay, either you finished round 1 or you have another round to go. You know, depending on how you look at these things. Now remember, everything in round 2 is worth double, so heads up. Category, please. The category is, do not pass credit check. Do not collect deposit. And it's worth $2,000 if you get this one right. You know, if there's one thing I hate, it's apartment hunting. Imagine this. If you paid rent to live on a Monopoly board, which of these services would not be available? Parking space, water, electricity, or gas? The gas company is not represented on the Monopoly board, but the water and electric utilities are. So, no gas. Stop complaining. After all, rents haven't gone up in over 50 years. Okay, I need a category.
I'm getting a reading of 12. Over.
Here we have, let's think about death for a bit. And you pocket $2,000 if you get this one. Okay, imagine this morbid scenario. You've chosen the perfect cemetery plot, now you want a nice headstone to match. If you can't afford a granite headstone for your cemetery plot and buy a pomegranate headstone instead, what will your mourners be able to do? Recline in comfort on your headstone, cheer on the funeral procession, eat some fruit while paying their respects, or impale themselves on your headstone? A pomegranate is a type of fruit. Just make sure you leave instructions in your will for your mourners to pick all the seeds and maggots out of your headstone before they eat. I need a category.
Swing your partner 1 and 3. A do-si-do for the big 13.
The category? I love you. Get a right answer, you're walking away with $4 grand. Alrighty then, get focused and try to complete the following analogy. Little Bo Peep is to sheep as Bruce Willis is to Demi Moore, Willy Wonka is to Chocolate Factory, Pee Wee Herman is to biker, Freddy Krueger is to glove. Little Bo Peep lost her sheep just like Pee Wee lost his bike in Pee Wee's Big Adventure. Of course, Bo Peep didn't ride her sheep. Well, did she? All right, hit me. Coming at you. Go down, Enos. Sit up straight. This one's worth $6,000. Boy, I tell you, those Dukes of Hazzard are always getting into trouble, aren't they? Picture this. While cruising the backwoods, the Dukes wind up in the fictional county frequently mentioned in the works of William Faulkner. If they decided to settle there, what would they become? The Dukes of Gitchy Gumi, the Dukes of Yoknapatofa, the Dukes of Kajagoogoo, or the Dukes of Minnehaha? Many of William Faulkner's novels were set in a fictional Mississippi county called Yoknapatofa. The Duke boys a la Faulkner. Never meaning no harm, but ruminating an awful lot about death. Okay, pick a category.
Not 14, not 16, you're right in between.
Let's see what we got going. Having a great time. Wish you were alive. Get it right. I'm handing over $2K. Okay, let's imagine that you're a techno geek in the early 1600s. Shouldn't be too much of a stretch. Imagine you've written a fan letter to the Italian astronomer and physicist who first used his own telescopes to prove the Earth revolved around the sun. How should you address the letter? Hi, Mr. Galileo. Dearest Mr. Galilei. Howdy, Galilee. Or to the Honorable Mr. Gallo. Nope, Galileo's his first name. Didn't realize you knew him that well, did you? Should've picked this. The Italian astronomer and physicist who helped prove that the Earth revolved around the sun was Galileo Galilei. So that's Mr. Galilei to you. Don't you hate astronomers who don't answer their fan mail? It's like they think the universe revolves around them. Category, please. You chose wisely, my friend. You just got your hands on a dis or dat. The category for this dis or dat is liquid diets. Here's the deal. I'm going to read off 7 names, and as each one appears on your screen, I want you to tell me if it's the name of a high-paid supermodel or a refreshing beverage. As each one comes up, if it's the name of a supermodel, buzz in with the square. If it's the name of a beverage, hit the circle button. And to skip, hit the triangle button. $1,000 for each correct answer, but $1,000 off for each one you miss or any that you just don't get to. Okay, give me 30 seconds on the clock. Let's dance. Vendela, supermodel or beverage? Orangina. Fabio. Capio. Shasta. KO. Last one. Twiggy. You lost 2 of them, but at least you got the majority. Let's look at your total score. Okay, I need 3 more categories. Hit me. Okay, I need a category.
On the big bayou in Louisiana, crest on 17.
And this one is a stroke of advertising genius. How does $2,000 sound? Think fast. If you were to take a photograph of the thing after which Kodak is named, what would your picture show? A type of South American goat, the Eastman family dog, the inventor of the Polaroid, or nothing? Eastman made it up.
You'll want to put some ice on that.
Here's what you should have picked. Kodak doesn't stand for anything. George Eastman just needed something short and punchy and thought the letter K was really cool. And Kukla, Fran, and Ollie was already taken. I need a category. Well, what do we have here? Foxy Deadly Grandpa. Think you can handle $6,001 bills? It's time to check out the Lonely Hearts section. So tell me, who or what might have placed this personal ad? Over 50, but still an assault rifle on the move. Likes my Russian inventor and being used by insurgents around the world. Let's meet and I'll show you my hundreds per minute reputation. Which firearm placed this ad? Daisy Red Ryder, Glock Model 20, AK-47, or Uzi? Named after its Russian inventor, this lonely heart would be the automatic Kalashnikov 1947 or AK-47. I hear that AK-47 is nervous about playing the field again. He keeps muttering, "This is my rifle, this is my gun." All right, hit me.
Step right up for question 19.
Well, looks like this category is Dead Man Walking says, "Hit me." You get 4,000 clams for this one. Let's rock. Say Sister Helen Prejean and convicted murderer Matthew Poncelet from Dead Man Walking were playing poker. What hand would Matthew not want to be dealt? 5 cards of the same suit, 3 kings and a pair of 2s, a 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 of any suit, or a pair of black aces and black 8s. See, now, I could have given you some cash if you pick this. A pair of aces and a pair of 8s is also known as the dead man's hand because Wild Bill Hickok got shot to death holding these cards. And I'll tell you something, the last thing you want to happen to you on death row is getting shot. Okay, pick a category. This one's called Horny Little Buggers. 2,000 bucks for a correct answer. Put your tray in the upright position. It's time for takeoff. Imagine that a particularly horny ant is looking at a centerfold of some fine insect booty. Based on the 3 parts of an insect's body, what would he not blurt out in his lust?
I'd love a piece of that thorax. Look at that washboard abdomen. She's got a sternum that just won't quit.
Or,
that's a great close-up of her head.
A sternum is not part of an insect. That's part of a vertebrate's rib cage. So the ant is excited, but not evolved enough to have a bone. Category, please. Looks like you've jacked before. Commit this clue to memory. It'll save your life someday. The boys in the band. They're waiting for you backstage. Say hello for me. amount, but not too shabby. Now let's see your final score. That's the game. Congratulations, my friend. You made it through an entire game by yourself and you came out on top. Not many people can say that, but I know plenty of people who can say,
"You don't know Jack!"
Great show, everybody. Lovely work as usual. Rohan, what's going on now?
Alright, so you made it onto the high scoreboard. If you're so great, maybe you ought to try taking on, oh, I don't know, an opponent? Enter your name, please. Right on.
How many times is your tarot reading?
Hey, if you want to play again, just let me know whenever you're ready, all right?
And situations.
What does it mean?
That's $20.
Then it's time to visit the Silver Lining Tarot Center, where every reading is one you can feel good about.
Hey, the butterscotch pudding card. That means 2 helpings of dessert tonight.
Really?
Here at Silver Lining, you'll never see an unsettling tarot card because we've removed them all. Cups, wands, dead people on horses, all gone. Replaced with sunny, uplifting images the whole family can enjoy.
The card of smiling puppies. Wow!
Our readers provide you with accurate, ready-to-use information or your money back.
You won't notice any seats on the bus going home today, but there's one behind the lady in the blue parka.
Silver Lining Tarot Center, making the great beyond just a little bit greater.
This week on Zenora, Queen of Battle, a plan is hatched.
Zenora, what should we do?
We'll have to make them think we're enemies. Quick, fake a cat fight.
Ah! My hair!
And a friendship is strengthened.
That cat fight got me so dusty.
Here, let me give you a sponge bath.
All on the next Zenora.
My wife and I would love to hear the patter of little feet at our fashionable urban cocoon, but between her synchronized water aerobics and my flaming loincloth men's club, I don't think we have the time.
Our child could be stupid or socially ungraceful.
Well, not anymore. Now there's ChemiKids, the new parenting alternative for busy, successful people who know what they want in a child.
What is ChemiKids?
ChemiKids is a state-of-the-art offspring generation system that lets you take the controls. Want to raise a Nobel Prize-winning economist? You got it. Heartless corporate shark? Just say the word. You combine the amino acids, you activate the convenient wall socket animator. No messy conception, no Lamaze classes, no adolescent rebellion.
But wait, I cheated my way through biology class. Can I still use ChemiKids?
Detailed instructions are provided, and if you're dissatisfied with the results, simply flush them down the toilet and start over. It's as simple as programming a cell phone. Why, I brought my own little Jimmy along. That's right, Jimmy, back in the box.
We can't wait to be Chemi parents.
ChemiKids, don't just play God, be God.
Daddy.
Hey, Dan, how's it going?
Pretty good, Bill. Wish I could say the same for you there.
What? Oh, man, I must have splashed some water when I was washing my hands.
Don't feel bad, Bill. I used to get those embarrassing spots on the front of my pants, too.
You did?
Sure, but then I got the Shield.
The Shield? What is it?
The Shield is the leakage absorption pad for men that takes the anxiety out of post-urination drip. No more shaking, no milking, no painful twisting.
Sounds great, but how does it work?
Here, let me show you.
Oh.
It's that easy.
Thanks, Dan.
My pleasure. Say, is that your shield? Or are you just happy to see me?